Angel Whisper is a mystery visual novel that originally emerged from Japan in the late 1990s. Thanks to Mame Kujira, a remake with English subtitles is now available on the Switch. This marks the first time English-speaking audiences have access to this independent title, though it could have benefited from some additional polish.
最後までプレイしてほしいのです。1999年、私の父、ゲームデザイナーの優島弘明は、あるゲームを残して、突然、私たちの元から消えました。
The concept of Angel Whisper revolves around a meta-narrative where a young creator vanishes after releasing the game, which centers on himself and his colleagues grappling with enigmatic conspiracy events. As a result, the boundary between fiction and reality blurs. The tale commences in 1998 when a young man, Hiroaki Yushima, secures a job opportunity to create a game. Hiroaki, previously involved in another project, had been jobless due to personal circumstances. Initially tasked with writing and designing additional events for an upcoming game called Anglemois, Hiroaki's ideas are rejected by the director, who mocks the newcomer and other recently recruited staff members. In response to this rejection, the newcomers form a distinct group called Spiral Games. To prove their mettle, they are assigned a new mission, crafting a companion game to Anglemois, thus initiating the development of Angel Whisper. Without revealing too much about the narrative, it's worth noting that the game's creation faces various challenges. As the protagonist delves into Nostradamus' prophecies, mysterious events jeopardize the production of Angel Whisper, hinting at a darker significance behind Anglemois. Initially, Angel Whisper holds promise due to its conspiracy theory undertones and intriguing themes like human evolution. However, as the plot unfolds, it becomes apparent that the development is somewhat shallow, with gratuitous twists. The solutions to the mysteries put forward unconvincing arguments that may seem grandiose on the surface, but ultimately lead to poorly explained reasoning. One glaring issue is the overly literal English translation, resulting in stilted reading. This problem goes beyond occasional grammar quirks, often requiring mental effort to decipher lines that should have made sense. This linguistic challenge is a significant drawback for a text-based experience. The story progression can also feel like trial and error at times. Scenes may abruptly conclude, returning the player to the general map without clear guidance on the next steps. Fortunately, the hint system offers some assistance by suggesting the need to locate specific individuals or visit particular locations. As a remake, Angel Whisper updates character designs to modern standards. While this makes the game appear fresh and detailed compared to the previous mobile sprites, it also introduces a more generic and slightly uncanny quality to the characters' proportions and expressions. The backgrounds adhere to the principle of using real locations with filters, complementing the game's tone even if it clashes with the character aesthetics. There are instances of animation and 3D CG graphics employed to depict dream sequences integral to the plot. These scenes, along with real-world transitions, underscore the game's exploration of the blurred line between fiction and reality. For the most part, Angel Whisper lacks voice acting, but the narration is featured in the opening scenes and the epilogue. Additionally, a special theme song with vocals is introduced during climactic moments, effectively punctuating the game's key events. The remaining soundtrack comprises basic tracks that align with the overall mood of the story. A significant drawback of Angel Whisper is its performance issues. Despite being a relatively straightforward visual novel, scene transitions can be notably sluggish. Even advancing to the next dialogue box may sometimes result in an unnecessary slowdown. While the game received a recent patch, it didn't address these issues. In fact, during my testing, the game crashed twice at the introductory scene before the menu even loaded. Hopefully the developers can resolve this problem in future updates. Considering the text and performance issues, Angel Whisper is primarily recommended for patient fans of the visual novel genre. Beyond that, it's a title that hints at the developer's potential but falls short of showcasing their full capabilities, as they seem more focused on surprising players with plot twists than crafting a coherent and well-structured experience. Noisy Pixel is giving Angel Whisper a 4.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers providing independent gaming coverage through news, reviews, previews, and more. Check out our Patreon to help support our continued growth and subscribe to keep up with all of our future content.
Noisy Pixel.